Good morning, I am Amit Wankade from Happening Nagpur. Today I am with Dr. Sadar Chidarwar and Dr. Abhijit Faye. They are both the President and Secretary of Psychiatric Society of Nagpur. We will be talking with them. Today was the installation ceremony. Sir, welcome to Happening Nagpur. Today you took the charge as a President of Psychiatric Society of Nagpur. What are your plans for the coming year?
Psychiatric Society Nagpur is an organization of psychiatrists. Basically, we are focused on two main things. For the psychiatrists, we have these continuing medical education programs, updating the knowledge, and the major part is also about our subject, which is often neglected one, the mental health awareness activities. There has been hardly any awareness about the core mental health issues, so we strive hard to focus on these issues, to reach out to people, to spread awareness about these things. So our this year's agenda is also to have activities focused on these things.
Okay, so we are seeing from last couple of years that suicidal tendency is increasing. Also, youngsters are also having suicidal tendencies, especially school children also. So, is your society planning anything to do awareness among the schools or among the colleges and everything?
Yes, sure. We are planning for that. We are planning multiple activities for youths, and especially with the topic of suicide among youths. So in schools we are planning for their education, identification of early signs of depression, identification of early warning signs of suicide. So to educate about these factors to the teachers and to parents of the youths also. This is one thing. Second, we are planning to have an Facebook live programs on this topic, which is usually less speaked about, with eminent speakers across the India. We will plan who will speak on that. So Facebook live program, we will plan about it. Third is overall physical programs for school or the college going students. Regarding it will be an interactive session, what their worries or what they think about suicide, whether they are aware about it, what do they know about it, what are usual reasons they are aware about it, and their clarification about their issues and their problems. These three programs we are planning. Let's see this year how we'll go about.
Sir, sometimes it happens that a person is very hale and hearty, he is working, and something immediately happens, and nobody ever thinks, nor his family members, nor his colleagues or friends, and suddenly a person takes such type of decisions, and nowadays the people also are doing live suicide. So what would you like to say about this?
See, this is usually called a triggering factor or the aggravating factor, which has just suddenly produced that idea or that boosted that idea, which most of the cases it is usually there. It is said that suicide is mostly common in those who are already depressed. Suddenly nobody takes such decisions. Maybe there are very less chances, but there is a triggering factor. It can be anything. It can be any small stress or bigger stress. Any like relationships issues or the financial loss or any failure in exam. It can be anything, but the triggering event that just boosts that idea and the person act on it. It is just the inability to cope with that particular stress at that particular time. That is most important thing that I would say that results in that grave consequence.
So nowadays you are seeing, if you are reading the newspaper, that people are quarreling or there are murders on small issues like payment of some small amount, and this thing is increasing. Before we were not finding such type of things. Why is such stress increasing in the society?
See, stress has a different definitions for everyone. Losing 5 rupees can be a stress for me, and losing crores rupees may not be a stress for anyone. So the stress level and the how to cope with it is different for different individual, and it depends on various factors: how the person is, how his personality is, how his surroundings is, his friends, his family, how he is born and brought up. There are various factors, and overall what person knows about mental health. Is he aware? Is he taking his mental health seriously? How positive he is about his mental health? All these factors take part in this. So we can't say which stressor will act as a trigger for any person. So it is different for every individual.
So there is one problem in the society. Also, we can see school children of 10th class also, when they are in tension, they just go for smoking. You can see 9th and 10th students also, they are going for smoking. People are not able to, or individuals are not able to cope the tension or the stress. And actually, they are also not aware. They are also not aware that they should go to a psychiatrist. In such a case, how will you reach to the people who are having mental problems, or how awareness would be created that these type of people should at least go to some person, a psychologist, not a psychiatrist, but at least a psychologist. So when you are doing a Facebook live, are you taking these things, and are you being aggressive that each and every person should be reached, or maximum people should be reached?
Actually, this is a very good question, and I think your role, the media role of media, is very important in this. That's why what we planned in this year especially for suicide prevention is awareness program, that too physical program as well as Facebook live program, and that should we are planning that should have a wide media coverage, so that the question of one student most of the time is a question for hundreds of students. So at large in mass we can address those questions, those queries, those problems, those misbeliefs about suicide and how to cope with the stress, and at large we can reach to them. And obviously the teacher and parents, their role is crucial in that. So the basic education and basic assessment, having good relationship with their kids, at student teacher relationship also, friendly relationship we talk about. So ये relationship जितना अच्छा होगा, and the more they are frank with their kids, less there will be chances that they will be unable to cope with the stress, and there will be less chances of suicide. So this factor we will take into consideration while planning for these programs.
Okay. Sir, I congratulate you for you being appointed President and Secretary of the society over here, and you both are planning a very good thing for the complete society, and especially for the mental health of the people. I think, sir, mental health, I think nowadays there are many divorce cases and many litigations among father, son, brother. मन खराब हो गए सर, तो क्या ये कहीं तो भी ये कहीं डिप्रेशन है या माइंड कहीं स्ट्रेसफुल है, तो ये चीज़ क्या इससे भी कोई फ़र्क पड़ता है सर? रिलेशंस जो आजकल आप देखेंगे हर जगह, नाउडेज एवरीवेयर रिलेशंस आर स्पॉइल्ड.
Yes, these problems have been there, but now what has changed is कि ये एक तो दिख पड़ रहा है. Second, the help seeking is there. Now they are seeking help for it. If I am not comfortable, let me seek the help to get rid of it, to overcome it. सबकी अपेक्षाएं बढ़ती जा रही हैं, स्ट्रेसफुल लाइफ, स्ट्रेस जो है वो काफ़ी बढ़ते जा रहा है, सबकी एक्सपेक्टेशन, सब कंपटीशन, हर चीज़ से सहन करने की सबकी क्षमता जो है वो धीरे धीरे ऐसा कह सकते हैं कि समाज की थोड़ी कम होती जा रही है. अब इन सब चीज़ों की वजह से ऐसा हो रहा है कि व्हाट वी कॉल इट एज पुअर फ्रस्ट्रेशन टॉलरेंस, कि हम फ्रस्ट्रेशन सह नहीं पाते हैं किसी भी चीज़ का, वो एकदम छोटी से छोटी चीज़ हो, बड़ी से बड़ी चीज़ हो. पहले उसकी सहनशीलता हम कह सकते थे कि बड़ी थी, ज़्यादा थी, तो उस पर उपाय बेहतर होते थे. आजकल हमारी सहनशीलता थोड़ी कम हो गई है. तो जैसा आपने उदाहरण दिया कि रोड पर मैं किसी को जानता भी नहीं हूँ, उसने आँख दिखाई तो उलझन हो गई, झगड़ा हो गया, मारपीट हो गई और मर्डर भी हो गया. ऐसा तो ये कहीं ना कहीं हम वो तनाव लेकर घूम रहे हैं, और एक केवल जैसा अभिजीत सर ने कहा कि एक ट्रिगरिंग फैक्टर छोटा सा निमित्त लगता है. ऐसा तो एक कावळा बसला आणि फांदी तुटली असं जे मराठीत म्हणतात की ते एक निमित्त फक्त घडतं, एवढं होतं. तर त्यामुळे हे सगळे प्रॉब्लेम जास्त दिसून पडत आहे. असं
Second thing I would say कि expectations and क्या बोलते हैं उसका ना, कि एक्सपेक्टेशन जो है वो पूरी होनी चाहिए. तो ये इस तरह का जो जिद है, मतलब अपेक्षा जो है अपेक्षा लेवल पे नहीं रह जाती, वो अट्टहास बन जाती है. तो मैंने इसके लिए कुछ किया है, या फिर मैं आई एम डूइंग सच गुड थिंग फॉर ए पर्सन, देन आई एक्सपेक्ट द सेम थिंग और सिमिलर बिहेवियर फ्रॉम अदर. और ये जब नहीं होता है तो देन रिलेशनशिप इशू स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं. तो जनरली एक्सपेक्टेशंस किस हद तक रखनी चाहिए, वो पूरे होने की गारंटी कितनी है, उसका असेसमेंट खुद के लेवल पे करना, एंड वेदर इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट टू दैट द अदर पर्सन विल फुलफिल दोज एक्सपेक्टेशंस, और आई एम ओके विथ इट इवन इफ ही डजंट. सो इस तरह का जो ये सोच है वो रखना, और फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी रखना सोच में, इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव ए गुड रिलेशनशिप.
So one last question. generally we see that if any person is going through any mental trauma or for depression or any type of stress, and if he is advised to go to a psychiatrist to just get a psychiatrist help, because these are the temporary phases in everyone's life, तो वो एक ऐसा होता है उसके मन में, no I am not a pagal, I am not mad. So this is a most thing which is coming in between a person not going to a psychiatrist. So what would you do from how would you create awareness in the society?
Well, that is not.
एक 1 मिनट लेट मी, जैसे कि मैं थोड़ा सा बीमार हो गया तो मैं डॉक्टर के जा रहा हूँ, तो मुझे कैंसर थोड़ी है कोई, पर हर आदमी छोटा सा भी बीमार है तो जाता है. ऐसा मेंटल प्रॉब्लम भी, इट कैन बी अ स्मॉल ऑल्सो ना, बट इफ इट इज़ नॉट टेकन केअर इट कैन बिकम अ बिग प्रॉब्लेम. बट हाऊ वुड यू क्रिएट अवेअरनेस?
बघा, हा सिनेरिओ खूप आधीचा होता, आता हे बदलत चाललं आहे. मी जसं म्हटलं की जर इफ आय एम नॉट कम्फर्टेबल तर पीपल आर सिकिंग आउट हेल्प. आधी ही जी लोकलज्जा राहायची ना की सगळ्यांना काय वाटेल, हा पाठ आता हळूहळू कमी होत चालला आहे. आता मुलं त्यांच्या आईवडिलांना घेऊन येतात, तर ही अवेअरनेस जी आहे ती आता वाढत चालली आहे, ॲक्सेप्टन्स वाढत चाललं आहे असं आहे. तर पूर्वी जी कल्पना होती की फक्त दगड मारणाराच सायकॅट्रिस्टकडे जातो, अशी आता कल्पना नाही आहे. आता स्ट्रेस लेवल भरपूर असलं तरी पण त्याचा माझा कुठल्याही गोष्टीवर, म्हणजे साधा झोपेवरही परिणाम होतो, माझ्या फोकस नाही होता, कॉन्सन्ट्रेशनवर परिणाम होतो विद्यार्थ्यांमध्ये, माझ्या दैनंदिनीवर कामावर परिणाम होतो, आनंदावर परिणाम होतो, तरी पण हेल्प सिकिंग आता होत आहे. तर दीज आर व्हेरी गुड ट्रेंड्स दॅट वी नीड टू एनकरेज. तर म्हणजे मला हे त्रास होतो आहे आणि असहनीय होत आहे हे जसं व्यक्तीला लक्षात येतं आणि ते काही त्याच्यासाठी मदत घेतात, तो आता पाठ वाढत चालला आहे.
So are only external factors responsible for this, or some hormonal changes in life, or some there are some hormonal problems also that can cause depression or unnecessary aggressiveness?
Both are important. Generally what we say is external factors also lead to some internal changes that can lead to mental illnesses. तर बायोलॉजिकली जर आपण विचार केला तर मेंदूमध्ये काही रसायन असतात, त्या रसायनामध्ये गडबड झाली तर बऱ्याचदा ही लक्षणं कुठली डिप्रेशन असो, स्किझोफ्रेनिया असो, कुठले मानसिक आजाराची येऊ शकतात. जे केमिकल लोचा आपण म्हणतो ते अगदी म्हणजे त्या शब्दात आपण त्याला डिस्क्राईब करू शकतो. तर कुठलेही एक्सटर्नल इव्हेंट्स जे होतात आणि आपण आपली बॉडी कशा पद्धतीने त्याला कोप करतं किंवा कोणत्या पद्धतीने डील करतं, हे त्या रासायनिक लेवलवर अवलंबून असतं. सेकंड, ह्या स्ट्रेसमुळे किंवा ह्या अशा कुठल्याही कारणांमुळे त्या लेवल्स ज्या आहेत त्या गडबड होतात. तर ही 2 वे रिलेशन्स आहे आणि ह्याच्यामुळे मेंटल इलनेस आयदर वेनी होऊ शकतं. स्ट्रेसमुळे पण होऊ शकतं आणि विदाऊट एनी स्ट्रेस बायोलॉजिकली जर लेवल्समध्ये गडबड झाली त्यामुळे पण होऊ शकतं.
Sir, thank you both of you for talking with Happening Nagpur. I wish you very best of luck for the coming and all your activities.
Thank you, sir.
We will be trying to cover all your activities.